Hey YouTube, coming at you with the first Spring Cup action from a viewer, Noxius 990. So thanks for the submission. So I've done a couple of Spring Cup teams, which you're going to see over the next couple days. Uh, Roserade, poliwrath, ferrothorn for this one, and Bullet Seed is not. I see what I did there. I copied and pasted it. So Bullet Seed is Bullet Seed is not unique news moveset on Ferrothorn, but it is on Roserade, but I just copied and pasted, so that's why it's there. But Bullet Seed, Weather Ball are the Community Day Roserade moves, and very spammy, and the Weather Ball, Fire in a meta that has dominated. So Roserade is strong because Fire, there's three typings in this meta: Fairy, Grass, and Water. So you hit super effective against the Water with the Grass, and you hit super effective against Grass with the Fire. So strong there, very glassy. Poliwrath and Ferrothorn, I think I've used Ferrothorn on one of my teams. It's just pretty strong, generally safe. And then Poliwrath is just, again, Poliwrath is Poliwrath with all the buffs it got. So let's look at some action here. Walrein, this is where this gets tricky. And I ran into a few of those today. I was about to say, you have better answers in the back. So getting out of there, they are going to let you farm, but they're going to bank that energy. So they'll have like two Weather Balls coming out and just absorbing it on Lantern. I noticed this in the game. It happened to me too. You see visually the attack falls, like you see that fall, but you don't get the wording, the words. I noticed that a couple times on like buffs and nerfs and stuff like that. You see it visually that it's happening, but that you don't get the words. So 2 scalds, 2 lowering of the attacks. Not enough to flip switch here, but took it pretty low, all things considered. Roserade coming in, getting ahead. Gonna instant swap to Ferrothorn, knowing that the Walrein has 2 moves, and good catch there. Still gonna add up these Icicle Spears, right? Because you're still taking neutral from it, and they're gonna be at 2, right? So get one off here, force a shield. They will probably shield because they have 2 Weather Balls loaded at least. I was supposed to say, I don't know what they're taking so long for. They're basically already at 100 energy. So there's one. Going to commit the shield here. Out comes Tentacruel, and Tentacruel has a generally bad matchup against Ferrothorn. The steel's double resisting the poison. But now got switch and can just, with Bolt Seed, pretty fast energy generation. Grass Knot, I imagine this hits pretty hard, but you are very glassy, right? These are neutral poison jabs from a non-shadow Tentacruel taking you down very quickly. So this Pokemon is a glass cannon. Just to put it into perspective, oh my goodness. Okay, I had the stat products open because I wanted to look at some of the other stuff here. 143 attack, but a pathetic 115 defense and 95 stamina. So to say this thing is a glass cannon is an understatement. This thing is so attack heavy with little, very little for 1562 overall stat product. So that stat product is pathetic. But you know, it hits super hard, like 140. That's insane attack stats. So it's going to pretty much one shot a lot of things. Which is why I think the team is kind of built the way it is. There's Poliwrath, which is generally safe, a little less safe in a water grass meta, right? Counters do add up in a lot of situations, but has like kind of okay bulk. And then you have Ferrothorn, which is also like decent bulk for basically what is in this meta. And both are generally safe. So having like 2 somewhat bulky, 2 somewhat safe Pokemon to go then pair with Roserade is not a worst case idea. And then I think I haven't watched these battles, but I've got to imagine you just 2 shield everything. Going to get a Power Whip off and then probably instant swap. And they do not shield. So that's actually huge. You are loaded with energy. You can just bait now. Shields are overrated. Okay. We will definitely shield this up. Oh, they're just going to try and run with Wheezing. It's not a bad idea because basically 2 overheats should take you out. Do they have overheat? Okay, these weather balls you get too quickly though. And the only thing is, if they go back, holy smokes, these weather balls. Again, Bolt Seed charges super fast and weather balls with super fast move. So it's not surprising that you are spamming these. Even if they have back to back here, to lower their attack times 4, and nice catch. I was about to say, could mean that Ferrothorn could sweep, but yeah, catching it is way better. Because now you'll definitely get to a weather ball. So nice catch there for the win. Okay, so again, not a great lead. In comes immediate poliwrath, which is fine. Oh, they are double weak to counter user, which one of my teams, same thing. I started 8-0, and then I realized I was double weak to counter user. And there's only, I think, poliwrath in here that's a counter user, so it's not the worst thing to be. That's the thing. I started 8-0, and then I lost the last one, and I was like, okay. But it's like, you know, if there's only poliwrath as a counter user, is poliwrath the only counter user in it? Let me confirm this. Yeah, Poliwrath, Breloom at rank 151 is a counter user in this. There's a couple other fighters per se. Oh yeah, I guess Chestnut's in this and it has superpower, and Lurantis is in there and it has superpower. So there are other Pokemon that have fighting type moves, but in terms of like pure just fighting fast move, it's just Breloom, but no one's gonna use that, and then Poliwrath. Grabbing both shields. Ferrothorn's typing obviously is huge in this. The steel typing, just being able to neutralize or resist so many things here, is very important here. Sorry, I'm very stuffed up. Get off the flash cannon. I played with Ferrothorn. I had Thunder because it was on, just the moveset that was on it, and then I immediately switched it because it was just so much better. It's just like, you need to run Flash Cannon. Power Whip, that's going to one-shot. And now you're just going to spam these Bullet Seeds to get to the Weather Ball, which will probably one-shot, I imagine, because super effective and 140 plus attack. Greninja, both instant swap, which is kind of rough for you. I mean, they're either going to Asset Spray you or Scald you. Either way, you just take it. And the thing with Poliwrath is it's pretty strong even in bad matchups. So I can imagine that between the counters and the Scalds, you're probably going to do just as well as they are. Going to commit the shield. Just a second Acid Spray, so kind of a waste of a shield there. Going to get to Icy Wind. Trying to flip Switch, which is not the worst idea. Going to lower their attack. Hopefully you can get to an Icy Wind before they take you out, but 4 times lowered. Yeah, 4 times lowered is tough, right? Those Acid Sprays are doing double your defense fall, so 2 of those, 4 times down. Even if you lower their attack, it's just going to add up real quick. Coming in here to take an Acid Spray, and then going to instant. We both instant there. I can't imagine a Night Slash from Greninja probably does like 70% on this thing. Yeah, not surprising. And they get the boost. Oh no. So even these freaking water shurikens are gonna like take you out pretty much. Commits the shield to take this out. Yeah, I guess your Ferrothorn is super low, so I guess you have to try and save what's left here. Oh no, you don't. Your Ferrothorn's super tanky. Why are we not? Gramble. Okay, so this game's over. 2 Power Whips. Or no, one Flash Cannon is way, of course, super effective. Gonna take it out. It's probably just thinking go one shield Ferrothorn there, but whatever, that's fine. Wheezing. Again, Wheezing's tough for this team. Gonna do what you did last time, so we're gonna chip here with Weather Ball and then try and catch on a Poliwrath. Try and catch an Overheat. Like, look at those non-stab Weather Balls. Yeah, good attempt to catch. I think you have to. Maybe it's running Play Rough. I doubt it. Yeah, okay. I resisted Brutal Swing. Eventually get their Lantern on. I use Lantern on one of my teams and it's very strong. Just because there's a lot of water in this meta. You just cover your weaknesses, cover your grass weakness. But yeah, okay chip for what is a losing matchup. Surf, not going to take you out, so you get to a move. Just lower the attack, yep. Any chip is good, plus lowering the attack. And then just getting ahead on energy. Where? Because Roserade taking a Surf or Thunderbolt would still kill. Yeah, you almost have to. So I think you're playing this well. And this is what I would notice as well. Just looking at that attack stat product and the terrible defense and stamina. Like, there's a lot of situations you cannot, what you would normally do, you can't do. Like, a normal situation, you would go Roserade with Bullet Seed there. But you can't because even a lowered attack resisted Thunderbolt is going to, like, do, like, 80%, like, 60% to you. You're just too glassy, right? So you need to adjust how you play with this Pokemon. Going to shield the overheat, which is nice. Again, weather balls are going to come real quick here and do way more than you think they would. Like, way more than you think they would. And now just how spammy. Man, this thing's spammy. I should try it on one of my teams. Just like shield and get the move off. Like, it's crazy how attack heavy and how fast you get to the weather balls here. I guess I shouldn't be surprised. Okay, poison weakness. Well, I get to be neutral, but still. Ferrothorn's a nice answer, and they do not have an answer for your Ferrothorn. So, with energy advantage, this matchup is really boring. Bullet Seed's resisted. Flash Cannon neutral, but it still takes 3. Yeah, so not much you can do here besides just play it out. But with the energy advantage, they did get a couple poison jabs off, but I don't think it's enough to put you within 2 range. I still think it's 3. Which means that you'll grab a shield here or take it out and flip switch. They could go, yeah, the only thing is they can go power up now because you are low enough to go power up. So it is 2 plus power up. Yeah, so that's unfortunate. But you did dump their energy, so let's get a little ahead on poliwrath here. They come in Tentacruel. So clearly whatever's in the back is weak to poliwrath. Because they have such a good matchup against your Roserade. Unless they have 2 answers for Roserade. That's an option. Or like nice catch-ish. This is gonna like hurt. And then it's gonna make your what is pathetic defense just be much, much worse. You'll grab 1 shield, which is nice. The only good thing here is you can probably just commit to the ooh, smart. I was going to say you can commit to the counter down here and then come out with energy. But they did the same thing. And now I got to imagine that some acid sprays here is going to take you too low. And they got 2 shields. So I got to imagine you lose this one. Not if they don't shield. What are they doing? You have 2 shields. Use the shields. I think you just found your win condition. It's going to be close. You lowered their attack by 2, but they lowered your defense by 2. Oh my god, they're so stupid. Yeah, you gotta use 2 shields, buddy. Like, use them. There's 1 Pokemon left. Okay. So, nice catch. Again, that seems to be the play. Just by watching the X's are still neutral. And these claws go quick. Glyzopod's one is an interesting that I want to try. Smart not throw, so you're going to have a lot of energy here. Yeah, you're playing it with, again, you're playing with Roserade how you need to play with it. And I don't know how often you play with Roserade. But if you don't play with it often, like, it's actually very, very smart how you're playing with it. You're just always keeping it loaded with energy and trying to just absorb damage on Poliwrath and Ferrothorn. Will flip switch, which I don't know if that shield was worth it, because what are you flipping switch for? Right? I almost would have just wanted it to go down and get more energy on one of these Pokemon. Okay, catch. Resisted X Scissor catch at that. So nice catch. They get out into Feraligatr, but like really far behind on energy. And now, even if they get a move off here, you can just let it go and commit to a farm down and come out with a move yourself, which will one-shot what's left on the Gallade. Oh, not Gallade. I said Gallade because it's just what we've seen 1,000 times already. Golisopod. Shield. Get to a Grass Knot. And Grass Knot should KO from this range. It's neutral. Ooh, wow, this thing spams. And X Scissors is going to take you out from here. Yeah, holy smokes, this thing's glassy. Okay, bad lead, good swap. This thing is like, if it's running Brutal Swing, this is not a bad thing. Yes, Fairy Winds are going to add up, but like if this is running Brutal Swing Overheat, it's not like it has anything to throw you, and you just lowered its attack, so this will, it's just a Brutal Swing, which is resisted. Trying to flip switch, I get that, but yeah, these, that's the thing. You could, I'm not sold on Brutal Swing. If you're going to use Wheezing, I'm not sold on Brutal Swing as the other move. I don't think there's a reason to use Brutal Swing. Going to Undercharge and get on a Ferrothorn now. So this will do neutral. You're just going to go into Roserade and just get to the moves very quickly and be able to one-shot this because it's double super effective. And if Ferrothorns are everywhere, being able to just one-shot it double super effective quickly is pretty strong. I forget what else I was going to say. They are just going to commit to the farm down. You will get to a move here. Did they throw? Did they get nervous and throw? Because that would be the best case scenario for you. Yeah, they did. They got nervous and threw right on CMP. So you've got a shield and you've got their energy. And then Ferrothorn with a shield advantage is just going to wipe up here. I'm surprised you just didn't come in Ferrothorn. Just get ahead on energy. Because if you wanted to, especially if they went Icy Wind there, you could have reset the lowering of the attack. You could have just came in, Bolt Seed, reset the lower of the attack if you wanted to. Not that it's going to matter, but yeah. So thanks for the video. Roserade is definitely one I'm going to try out. So I've got two teams coming. The team that, if you made it this far, the team that I started 8-0 was a Bomb Snow, Lantern. What was my other thing that I was weak to fighting with? Let me just open up PV Poke rankings to see what else I had. I was double weak to fighting. Dugong. Dugong was my safe swap, and it was a great safe swap. So Dugong, Abomasnow, and Lantern was my first team. And my second team isn't like an ABB grass, so it's Tentacruel, Ferrothorn, and Trevenant. So that's my second team that I'm working on. So those two will come in the next couple days. And that is basically it. Let me know in the comments below if you still made this far, if you want Ultra League or Spring Cup. I'll just do both. Anyways, but what do you want more of? Anyways, that's it. Thanks for watching. See you guys in the next one.